Hi everyone, good morning. Peter Liciaga here from Denali Karate Center, Mount Laurel, New Jersey, and I took some notes from a session I had this morning with one of my mentors, and I wanted to share that with you. And if you want to find out about our class schedule, go to donatokarate.com or call us at 856-235-0414. And this morning we were talking about just this idea of judging yourself because I'm really hard on myself. And when I make a mistake, when I mess up, sometimes, like everyone else, just like you guys, some of our mess ups are huge, are huge. Not only does it affect us, but it affects those that are close to us, and sometimes it'll affect our community or even the world. Some of the mistakes that we would make, there's that ripple effect. And when I reflect back on my life, I look at the mistakes, and there was a time I was really hard, so hard on myself that it was very destructive. I'm not like that these days, but I still struggle with judging myself. And then, hey, you know what? Simply, we've got to remember that we're going to be judged by others, and it's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. Others will judge us, and so we need to really, really stop, pause, and we've got to be our own biggest hero. And I want to talk a little bit about that. We've got to be our biggest fan, and we've got to recognize our mistakes, but at the same time, not allow those to bring us down. We need to hold ourselves accountable for the mistakes that we make, learn from them, but not really to judge ourselves. So this is the idea that we were talking about, holding ourselves accountable but not judging ourselves. And so I wanted to share that with you, my thoughts. And I did write some notes here, and it's an article I'll put up on our blog, on our Donato Karate blog. So if you want to see that blog later on, you go to donatokarate.com/blog. I'll put that on later on today. It's not up there yet. But anyway, I'm just thinking about this in my notes here. I really believe that being accountable is one of the biggest keys to really enjoying our lives and being happy, and just really, having a good harmony between the mistakes that we make and learning the lessons from our mistakes, and then moving forward and not getting bogged down with our mess ups when we fall down. And so I really do believe that being accountable, we've got to be accountable to ourselves and have people in our life to hold us accountable. And that's one of the things we do at DKC, at Donato Karate Center. We want to encourage, inspire, and motivate our students. At the same time, we want to hold them accountable to their mistakes or when they really screw up, because we all do, and we want to make sure the accountability is there. And so we want to really see the value of that. When we're accountable, when you're accountable, when you take responsibility for the things that go wrong, regardless of whether or not it's actually your fault, it doesn't matter. If you take responsibility for your life, for your world, everything and anything in your world, okay, there is a sense of power, sense of control, and you won't feel this sense of helplessness, or you feel like other people are controlling your life. And this is what I learned, several years ago, that personal responsibility, and what Jocko Willink will call extreme ownership, where you take responsibility for everything in your world. And if someone does something in your world, you take personal responsibility, and it's extreme responsibility. And I believe that doing that gives you control. But there's an issue here. A lot of people are scared. We're scared to be accountable because simply we don't understand how being accountable is different from beating yourself up for all your mistakes. And accountability does not mean that you're constantly beating yourself up. When I hold our students at Donato Karate Center, or any of my clients, or anyone that I work with, and when I hold them accountable, I don't want to beat them up with their mistakes. That's not the role of accountability. Accountability really is you helping others and redirecting them, and taking their focus off of their mistakes and putting them on how they can move forward by learning those mistakes. So people who basically beat themselves up and really, constantly beat themselves up because they make these mistakes, they're, they're really not going anywhere. They're not moving forward. And I think you guys know what I'm talking about with this. And I think that we should take responsibility for everything we do in our lives, but not blame others, but blame ourselves. But don't do it in a way that we judge ourselves, but do it in a way that we say, we got the power, something's going on here, and as I move forward, I'm going to learn and I'm going to look for solutions, but I'm personally responsible here. I take personal responsibility for everything in my world, and I'm not going to beat myself on it. I'm not going to judge myself for it. I'm going to learn the lesson, because I know if I judge myself, I beat myself on it, then it's going to be counterproductive. I'm not going to be able to move forward. I'm going to actually go deeper into this, pit that goes nowhere and just goes down, down, down. And I think we need to really have a mindset that overcomes that and really sees our mistakes as opportunities. But we've got to stop and pause and see the mistakes, hold ourselves accountable, and build with that. So there's 3 things I want to share with you guys today, 3 shifts in your mindset that I want to add. These are 3 that I came up with real quickly before I came on here, and I wanted to share these with you. And if you have your own, if you have other ideas, other mindsets you'd like to add to this, feel free to do that. Okay, guys, just do it in the comment section below, or you can text me at 856-278-5282. You can share that with me, or if you'd like to private message me, you can do that as well. And of course, if you want to connect with me at Donato Karate Center and find out, anything more about what we do there, because it's all about accountability at DKC, and we help our students strive to be black belt excellent, black belt strong, and accountability is factored in that. If you want to find out about our programs or anything like that, just go to donatokarate.com or simply call us at 856-235-0414. So here's the first one. Owning your faults and weaknesses takes away leverage. Now, when you make a mistake, when you mess up, when you mess up, it really throws in your face your weaknesses, your shortcomings. And I know that I'm not the most eloquent speaker. I'll mess up. I'm not as educated as I would have liked to be. I do the best that I can, but I know that I mess up. I'll mess up. And the fact is that I'm not perfect. I'm human. You guys know what I'm talking about. Because we're human, we're going to make a lot of mistakes, and we have a lot of faults. We mess up. I have a lot of weaknesses. I'm not the best out there. I'm not the best speaker out there. I'm not the best martial artist out there. And I spoke about that yesterday in a very fun way. One thing that I do, I try to stay consistent, but I'm not perfect anywhere, anything that I do. So I have weaknesses, but when I take full responsibility for my weaknesses and all my shortcomings, all my faults, I take away the leverage that it has on me. Because there was a time there are moments, but there's still moments that I have when I recognize a weakness that I have, and I recognize, my faults, and sometimes they'll get get in my head, and they'll start taking over, and I start doubting myself. I have uncertainty and fear that doesn't help me and doesn't push me forward, but it pulls me back. So I take responsibility. I say, you know what? These are my faults. These are my weaknesses. I did mess up. Okay, great. It's done. I get it. I'm messed up. I'm not perfect. Now let me move forward. And so I take personal responsibility, and it takes away the leverage, the power that these weaknesses may have over me in my mind and in my emotions. And I own them, and then I put them in their place, and I move forward. And so owning your faults and your weaknesses will take away the powerful leverage they can have if we allow them to have it. Okay, so the second one is it's okay to feel disappointed, but let's not dwell on it. When I mess up, yes, take a moment, own it, and experience disappointment. Sometimes experience the emotions that come with it, because if you allow those emotions, recognize those emotions can be fuel for you. I mean, the things going on in my life right now as I speak, and I'm very disappointed in myself, and I'm owning it. It's my fault. I take full responsibility. Great, that's done. And I'm angry about it. I'm sad about it. I'm all these emotions. Great, excellent. I'm all that. So now let me take all this and fuel it. I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm going to take it and I'm going to use it as fuel to push me, pull me forward. Let me look for a solution here. There's a way out of this. I'm going to overcome this. I don't know how. I remember I was speaking to my wife yesterday about something that we really is a major challenge that we have right now in this household. And, we both own it. And we are doing all that we can to move forward. We're not dwelling on it. We're disappointed, yes. We're angry, yes. Our feelings are hurt, yes. But we're not dwelling on it. We are empowered by the fact that we own it and we'll move forward because we not only do we own the mess up, but we also own the solutions. And whether we know it or not, the solution is there and we're going to move forward. So it's okay to feel the emotions, to feel the disappointment, but don't dwell on it. Move forward. Next one, the last one here is don't get wrapped up in your self-esteem or your self-worth. Don't wrap up your self-esteem or self-worth in your successes. Let me say that again, this way it's clear. Don't wrap your self-esteem and your self-worth in your successes. Now, I've had many successes in my life, and I could get a big head about it, and I speak, I talk. We have hundreds of students at Donato Karate Center that come in and they talk about how awesome I am and they see all this, but if I allow myself to get wrapped up in that and I get caught up in that, I start believing all this hype and my own hype and all that, I lose opportunities to grow. And not only that, I get so wrapped up in that, and all of a sudden I mess up, I screw up, and people start recognizing, oh, you messed up here, you messed up there. It might disrupt my world to the point where, oh my gosh, I'm not all that, and I start really, going backwards or going deep into a hole. I get depressed and disappointed, and then, I go deeper and deeper and deeper. No, you don't want that, and you don't want to think that you're all that you have nothing to learn, and that you've arrived, which is the worst thing to think. And you always want to be a student. That's one thing my grandfather told me. He passed away when he was 98 years old. And I asked him, okay, Grandpa, give me some nuggets of wisdom here. You've lived a long life, so come on, I'd like to live a long life too. And so give me some nuggets. And one of the things he gave me, he was saying, always, always be a student. There's always so much more to learn. You will never, ever arrive. And so you're going to have your ups and downs in your life. But keep learning. And so what I've learned is that, I'm going to have those successes. I'll celebrate them. My wife and I will come together, we'll celebrate, but we're not going to allow our self-esteem, my worth as a human being, get caught up in that. Because my worth as a human being is the fact that that I am a human being and I have gifts and talents. I also have my weaknesses and my flaws, but that together makes me valuable, and that I'm open to others coming into my life because I know I can't do anything by myself. So my value is wrapped up in my relationships and what we can do together with my wife, my children, my community. At all that we all work together to look at solutions, to look at the world, and we take personal responsibility and we build. So my success is wrapped up in, my self-worth is wrapped up in everything that I do, who I am, and the wisdom that I have right now, the life wisdom that I have right now, really came not from my successes, but it came from my mess-ups, my failures, and my ability to learn the lessons, to own up to those failures, to be personally responsible for those failures and hold myself accountable for those failures and those mess-ups, and then take the lesson. And my value, my self-worth is based on the fact that I know that I can get up and make the choice to get up every single day and to do my best, forget the rest, which is what we tell our students at Donato Karate Center. Do my best, Forget the rest and move forward. Be consistent. Get up. Keep showing up and bringing value to other people's lives as best as possible, which is what I try to do at Donato Karate Center. I'm also meeting with small businesses and helping them to improve their businesses. There's things that I'm learning that are really useful and helpful. I see how it's helping us at Donato Karate Center, bringing value to my community, which is helping us to build our business, to build our school, to people are seeing value in the work that we're doing at Donato Karate Center, and they know about that because basically I'm sharing what we're doing, like I'm doing right now. I'm bringing value to you guys, and that's important because I know there's one person in the world out there, one person that needs to hear what I have to say, and I'm just looking to touch that one person, to say the word right now, what I said right now, what I'm saying right now in this live video is for that one person that needs to hear this, to be encouraged, to know that, you might be disappointed, but take personal responsibility for your life, for your choices, and then don't stay there. Get empowered, learn the lesson, and get up, and then move forward. Move forward. Don't give up. Be consistently getting up. And I said the other day that it's not about just getting up. Yes, we all know that when you fall down, get up. So not only do I want you to get up, but I want you to fall down and get up fast. And it's speed. So we all are going to have disappointments. We're all going to mess up, and we're going to fall down, and we're going to get disappointed. We're going to get angry and upset. But the faster we can get up, the faster we can move forward. And the faster we can learn the lesson, the faster we can move forward. So don't get wrapped up in your successes, and don't allow your self-worth to get wrapped up in that, but let you know that your self-worth comes from your ability to bring value to others' lives, and knowing that when you mess up, you're going to get up fast and move forward because it affects everyone else. I know when I mess up and I'll go into a depression, and I struggle with that really hardcore, when I was younger, and it got better as I got older. And right now it's really, really great. I know how to process my emotions. But if I fall into, like I used to get depressed, and I used to shut down for days, and I go into these depressions where I would shut down for days. And if I were to do that now, it affects people in my life. Everyone's on hold while dad gets his stuff together. I cannot let that happen. So when I get into a moment where I'm depressed, I'm feeling it, I go down, but I get up so fast, and I love it. It's like sometimes it's like minutes. Sometimes it'll last a couple of hours, but gone are the days, up until today, gone are the days where I will go days being depressed and being unproductive and negative and destructive, and gone are those days. And my hope is that they never come back, and that's my ambition. So I'll leave that with you guys with this thought that, let me go all the way back to the beginning of this. Let me come back all the way back to this beginning. Don't judge yourself when you know others will already do that for you. Be your biggest fan. Okay? Look at the awesomeness that you are, your gifts, your talents, and your ability to recognize your faults and your weaknesses and own everything in your life. Be responsible, extreme ownership. Take personal responsibility. Hold yourself accountable to doing the right thing. But be your biggest fans. Go to everyone. Be willing to tell them, hey, look, I bring value to this relationship, and this is why. Not because I'm perfect, not because I'm better than anyone else, but because I recognize the human being that I am. That yes, I have faults. I make mistakes, but I also recognize that. And because I recognize that, I am willing to stand up and work together with you, and let's do something awesome together. Let's create a solution, and let's make things happen, simply because we're not going to give up, simply because we recognize we do have gifts and talents. Okay, guys, thought that I had this one, thought I'd share that with you. If you want to find out about the work that we do at Donato Karate Center, because this comes out in what I teach, when I teach, when you watch what, which is why I'm trying to share more with you guys through these platforms, Facebook and Instagram, trying to share with you on the blog, trying to share with you the work that I'm doing and who I am, because that comes out on the floor. Okay, I'm not trying to put on this big facade, oh yes, I'm this big master instructor, I've been doing this for 1,000 years, and I have all the wisdom in the world, follow me because I'm perfect. No, I, I, I am what you see. When you see me, you meet me, this is what you get. Someone who's imperfect but is willing to show up and help parents, partner up with parents to raise up their child in the way they should go. That's my whole intention, is to help parents, to help our community, because our young people need role models, and not perfect role models, but real role models, and that's what I want to be. So if you're interested in finding out about our programs and interested in working with someone like me, working with me, go to donatokarate.com or call us at 856-235-0414. I'd love to chat with you. Master Donato would love to chat with you. Mrs. Donato, love to chat with you. All our instructors would love to work with your children, work with you. So go to donatokarate.com, find out about us. Call us at 856-235-0414. Find out about our class schedule. Set up an appointment to come on and visit us, and then see if we are a place you'd like to come to and build your family, empower your family with us. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you right now. I'm sure I'll have more for you later on today. Until then, have a great day.